Hello, welcome back to the Banner Saga. The rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gust and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. Doesn't need to be much out here, Eva says. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. We're almost at Grunda. But we might wanna just rest up a bit first. The camp screen has changed. Actually to a really cool one. This makes really it really underlines just how big of a caravan we have become, even though like the human part of our caravan has shrunk. Oh, Hugun has something to say. The blonde axeman, one who returns from a small village near Saga, is jumping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swings look dangerous. Hugun, everything okay? He glares at you. You look like you wish that piece of wood was me. I'm just wondering if I should have left with the ravens. Why is that? I followed your father a long way and now you. And for what? My brother's gone. My wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I tell them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in your eyes, in my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but if they think I'm a monster, what's the point? Maybe you should hang up your shield and axe, honestly, yeah. He looks shocked by your response. Really? But what about all the other fighters? I'd be laughed at around the campfire. No one doubts your skills in a fight. Besides, if your family's important, you can handle some ripping, right? You're making sense. Sort of. Still feels like I can protect them better by fighting. Deaths. You make big decisions every day. Just make this one for me, will you? Be with your family. Hogan sighs with relief and nods. Well, I'll still be around. But I'll be busy playing with my kids. Thanks a lot. And be safe out there when you're fighting. Yeah! See, that's what we mean. He shouldn't be fighting if he doesn't want to. We're not that kind of outfit. Good. Good. I like that. Should we be training, though? What can you show me? Plenty, Swin says, walking into the large tent. Try to keep up. Never seen a mender with much power as this event, says Swin. But after watching him a while, bet I can show you how to really benefit from that lightning of his. Sure. Then we begin! Arc lightning and chain of 3 or more enemies. Alright. Well, let's move over here. Alright. This should do it. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, let's Alright. Let's try this again. That didn't... Okay. That was weird. Let's try this middle one. Okay, they need to be adjacent to each other. I understand that much now. Okay. Rule this guy. Rest. Firing on this guy. No? Let's see if this works. Okay, that worked. Okay, so if they're adjacent to each other, the lightning will like jump to the next adjacent character. Okay. That's actually really practical. Alright. Well, let's promote Eva. Gas given Tempest, please. And full armor, please. Yes, and then we'll do it to. To Ursa as well. Continue. Yes. Let's see, do we have any items she can carry? Oh, she can... Oops. She can carry this. Oh! You can carry this. And you can level this guy up. Level all leave up. Here we go. And we'll just give Oddleaf this. And then this fiver we'll give to Ursa. And I think we'll halt there for now. We only have 2 renown left. Alright. The ground shakes again enough to cause the Yaks to strain their leads in panic. Out here in the plains with nothing but the open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us. He shrugs at the look you give him. I mean, he's not wrong.
Grundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
In the field just out of Grunda, the caravan spots several creatures you assume were myth. I don't believe it. Are those? 2 Horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. I've got to get a closer look. Me too. The two of you advance 100 yards, showing every sign of respected peace. A number of clansmen push closer too. The male Horseborn stumps a hoof repeatedly. The female tail-whipping brandishes a javelin. Damn, the caravan is scaring them. Go tell the archers to put down their bows. Utliff looks irritated having to leave the Horseborn, but she does what you say. You slowly advance and point. My name's Alette. Your friends look hurt. The two standing Horseborn exchange a look. The female is nodding and shaking her mane. You help? His voice sounds strained and his mouth moves uncomfortable around the foreign words. Yes, help. You wave to Ivan, who approaches slowly but confidently. The female looks agitated and speaks in a long string of consonants. The male responds to her, then turns to you. Help Roig and others. I'll try. This is certainly a first. The standing Horseborn step aside, allowing Ivan to approach the wounded fighters. Centaurs! With Ivan and Juno tended to the wounded Roig, another Horseborn, the caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grunda. It appears that the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They called us outsiders, the woman says. They don't want us interrupting their wheat harvesting festival, but the merchants don't seem to mind trading. The clansmen soon strike it off and take renewed interest in the Horseborn. Some in awe, others in disgust. Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. Skastak thanking you for helping his friend Roig. Dirtier is the other one, but she's not in a talking with Val and humans mood. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakon. Sasha's tail swats his flanks and he bows his head towards Hakon. Val Mans? Same herd? No, but we're no longer enemies. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last I knew, humans and Val were at each other's throats. What brings you so far north? Sanchez looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him the map pointing to Dalalond and Grunda. Food. Our brains break. Hagon snorts. Might be justice. Then they kill all the horses, Scrivener. His ancestors did, yes, but blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive? You may as well accuse these humans around us for starting the Great Wars. What happened to Roig? Roig, brave fighter. Protect food. Hit many times. Hit? Who was attacking? Such as says many things in this other language. Trigikanses. His eyes go wide and he stomps to the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. I don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. Was it the people here in Grunda? Sasha looks where Hakon is pointing. He shakes his head and points west again. The Val King eyes scatter suspiciously. How do you know our language? Yeah, that's a pretty good question. How? Sketches just stares at you. You talk like us. Where did you learn? Heard a little trade with Mans in Mud. I think it means our bog friends, the cragsmen. Does that mean all the Horseborn have come north? Many, not all herds, same. Herds fight herds, many fights. So it's like no one likes the Horseborn, not even themselves. Ubin gives Hakon a sideways look. Others take food south to us herd. His hoof scuffs the ground during certain words. Just those two? What about you and the couple? Sasha's Hoich dare to stay. This herd help. We help this herd. Thank you. Sasha nods in a movement that uses most of his upper body. Man, Val, Horseborn. Same herd. Funny. Ubin chuckles and you smile while Hakon shakes his head and walks away. Let's go to training. Well, come on in. What can you show me? We need some renown so we can buy things. That's the last lesson soaking a while longer, so it says. I'll show you more later. Alright. Leave. Time to leave. Time to move on. Now that Roy had a chance to heal, two of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head, Scrivener? With the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. Everyone's free to do what they want, but you'll be missed. Remember that when it comes to dealing with Ruka as well. If he wants to depart, by the gods, let him. Then be safe, Ubin, and join us again if you can. You know where we're going. Don't worry about me. Oh, Ubin's leaving completely. Oh, that's a shame. I kind of want to go with him. Just make sure you're alive to see this thing through to Abrang. Farewell. Scrivener says a few more goodbyes before departing with the Horseborn. Oh, Ubin! Oh, he was the original main character from the beginning of the first game. The governor catches up to you and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard beside him, silent. It's not getting any easier, is it? Probably won't get easier until we get to Abrang. Quit fooling yourself, girl. The capital is going to be a different battlefield, but a battlefield nonetheless. We'll see when we get there. That's a reaction. If you wait for people to attack you before acting, you'll wind up with a blade in your gut. We have different ways of looking at things. There's a part of me that wants your way to be the right, but a larger part understands the way this world works. Then keep searching for the bad in people, I'll keep searching for the good. Deal? The governor shares a look with his guard and sighs. Deal. Get us across this wasteland and try not picking up any more strays, will you? He sneers in the direction of the Horseborn before leaving you. He's a bit of an asshole and a bit of a racist, and I don't like him. Not in that way, at least. He's a bit of an asshole. A few of the weavers have been smiling more than usual lately, and now you know why. Elio leads children out from behind a cart in new costumes. Some have horns on headbands, while one red-headed girl wears a green cloak like yours. A boy wearing a red cloak is carrying an axe. The entire caravan gathers around to watch the performance. The young actors stand behind a short wall and discuss an approach to Dredge army. As a black glove rolls across the ground in front of the actors, a young man in red armor stands up and shouts, Bellow! This is a reenactment of the Battle of Borsgard. Continue watching. A dark-haired girl holding a spear says, we'll get no more help from the governor. We're on our own. A few people in the crowd laugh while Ruka stares at the scald. The young Rook, Alette, and Val run towards the fierce Bellower, attacking and being repelled. Finally, the girl dressed as Juno hands Rook a silver arrow. Rook hawks Alette and shoots the arrow. Bellower roars. Bellower grabs Rook by the throat and growls. You sense heads in the crowd turning towards you when Elio and a viewer suddenly snap the caravan's banner in front of the scene like a curtain. As the banner lowers, the young version of you cradles the boy dressed as your father. The other actors stand in the same circle around you and begin singing a familiar tune. The crowd joins in an impromptu line forms while everyone walking by to lay a hand on your shoulder. Aww. A group of 24 humans, thin and dirty. Oh, Rook! I'm sad about Rook now, actually. Especially that ending. I wonder if we're ever gonna know if that is the afterlife or somewhere else that he got into there. please, a young girl says. Anything to eat? Her mother, eyes averted, pulls a gold by the arm to silence her. Why are you all out here? Homes were burned, the man says, coughing. Cowards didn't even show a banner, now we're just trying to get somewhere safe to start over. You can join us if you'd like. Worried glances exchange among the group until the man says, better than us starving out here on our own. You all tend to agree and thank you, joining the rear of the caravan. Clansman forage. Ahead, the caravan comes to immediate halt. That's the second fanchu this bloody beast has thrown in a day, the Yuck's tender curses. It will take some time to see through the Yuck, so you call for camp. While most of the clansmen sleep... Oh, there's Juno! I'll lose themselves in drink. Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. I'm impressed so far, lad. You've managed to keep your composure through tough situations. Thank you. Not to pain you with further comparison, but you remind me of your father, the Godstone of Stars. Determined. What actually happened there? Your father faced down his fears, walking through thousands of dredge to obtain the only weapon that could bring down Bellow. That's incredible and frightening. I don't know if I could do something like that. The Valka gives you a maternal smile. Neither did he. Juno patiently awaits your reply. Tell me his death meant something. I can't do that. Rook's death was unfortunate, but his life was very important. The people he brought here from Saga, including you and all the others brought along the way, are being forced into what the future will require. The previous era of peace is over, and one of survival has begun. Abrang may be the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people out there are soft. Too dependent on a society that will no longer exist. Because of the dredge? Partially, but mostly because of the coming darkness that is pushing the dredge. The way we live is just going away. The civilization we have now can live on only if civilized people live. When faced with disaster, we often slip into savagery. You saw what happened in Borsgard. Yeah, riots and slaughter. I'm supposed to stop that? You'll have help from those around you, but yes, I believe you can stop it or minimize it. Thank you. I should get back to helping the others. Before you go, there's one thing I must address with you. The serpent. The chasm at Ormstala and the tremors in the ground concern me a great deal. Yeah, me too. Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the serpent. If you see it, run. Her words chill you as you find yourself nodding to her command. Okay. Well, thank you for watching this episode of the Ankford Plays. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you join next time for more shenanigans. Until then, bye.